A small farming village just south of Port Bray, Takatome has sprung up in the years of peace following the Nether War. Though uncomfortably close to the home of some witches, Takatome farms during the day, then the people in the hamlet bar their doors as the sun sets. Flint Seo and his wife Gia run the hamlet, hiring workers from Port Bray. Known as fair employers, they pay well and have been expanding their fields each season. On a rainy day, Tobin Dreyfus, as usual, was snooping around the endless piles of historical documents from ages ago. After a while, he found his old parchment folder made out of leather. Inside, he found detailed goods manifests. The Vanguard was especially interesting. Tobin remembered talking to Master Atran, the archaeologist, who was in charge of the excavation of the Hall of Kinship about a gem of the sea. There were also glyphs transcribed from Waystone that the crew on the Vanguard had discovered on one of its journeys to far lands. Some of the green orb that had special properties. The captain of the Vanguard wrote the ship log. "Today we met up with our sister ship, the Astrea. We changed some supplies north of the Banking Clan Islands. They had just returned from the East Reef and they spoke of an ocean area that had large fields of bubbles, and in the horizon there were some silhouettes sticking up from the water. They were on course for this area when they got swamped by dolphins that charged the port side of the ship as they tried to stop them from going further. The captain of the Astrea sent out one of the deckhands on a longboat, never to be seen again. The entire crew looked pale and scared. My second in rank noticed some strange particles emitting from one of the chests. He said nothing of it at that time." Further down the log, Tobin found the note from the captain. "They are coming. They want it back, and the only way to escape is to beach the ship on the shore. May the gods be with us. I leave the coordinates where we abandoned our ship, hoping to return at a later time." Transease is a traveler's rest stop along the road south of Port Bray and well north of Andur's Rest. Cobb Wills runs the small shop and sells everything a weird traveler might need for the days ahead. Chests, a bed, food, and more. He's known to be a friend to rangers and can demand a pretty high ingot from those richer folk who look as though they can afford it. It all starts in Treville. As Spawn Town, Treville has the honor of not only being just the first village in all of Vasten, but also the beginning to our story. Hundreds of years ago, the war with the Nether ended when a group of men entered the Hell Dimension and destroyed all the portals. With no access to water, the zombie pigmen couldn't make new obsidian, and thus were stranded. 8 years before present day, a group of unknowing miners in Treville accidentally reignited a nether portal, allowing the Nether to once again invade the overworld. Treville is a wheat farming community run by the Fecklon family. Following the road south will lead eventually to Port Bray and Andur's Rest. Following west will lead to White Sands and Caleca. The Whirling Fae is another attempt by the Arbor Druid Planter Vorkin to heal the ground where the Palace of the Wood Elves once sat. Having no success in fixing this charred ground, he took several different saplings and fused them together. Along with the power of the New World Tree, grew a monstrous tree from the ashes. Many years later, long after Planter Vorkin's death, a duchess, Sarah, fourth in line of the throne of House Denau, contracted the building of a great house in the branches of this tree.